Hello, hello. So it's been a while since my last update, almost a month. At this point, I'm trying to finish with my game demo. It's on the polishing state. So to fill up the gap, uh, it's autumn and autumn it's time for sales. I decided to make a great offer for those of you who try to follow to my complex stuff and fail. So obviously I'm talking about my Patreon, and I'm gonna make an 80% discount for the next 2 weeks for all of my 3 tiers. So basically you can get everything just with the $5. I'm gonna show you what you can get and you decide. We're gonna start with the camera first. As you can see, I have that top-down projection, and to have a great feeling of it, you need to have an ability to zoom in out with a smooth state, and sometimes maybe an ability to turn the camera around just to have another view. So something like this. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Diablo games, so my interaction system is kinda made in a similar way. So it's the simple point and click interaction. So I press here, he moves right up here. Now let's point my mouse on a weapon. Here you may see the interaction widget. The same way will be with our NPC. So let's take the weapon first. And let's pick up another one. Now, with the simple press of a key, I can switch between my weapons, just like this. And as you can see, animation states also change. Now, let's try to shoot at someone. So we're gonna shoot at this NPC. If I start making this at this distance, you may see we have up to 13 damage per shot. But if I move just a little bit here, so my distance increases. If I shoot at him one more time, you may see how the damage follow works. So now it's only 5 per shot. Now let's talk about other type of interaction. So here, once again, we have an NPC, and once we start interacting with him, like this, you may see the simple sort of dialogue will appear on our screen. So it's based on the Souls-like game series. It's simple, yet it's pretty much immersive. The system awaits for the player's input, so we need to press the mouse key one more time to see another type of text, like this, and one more time for another. Now, it's not the simple NPC like those guys on the background. He's a vendor, so once he stops telling us a story, the shop will appear. So here on the left, you may see our inventory, and on the right, the vendor layout. We can hover our mouse to see the tooltip for an item, and if it's a consumable, it will have this type of layout. If it's a weapon, or maybe in future the armor, you will see the stats. Those stats, rarity, etc. Are based on the Destiny game, as I'm a big fan of this game also. Now let's say we need to buy some bottles of whiskey. So we hold our key, we buy them, and another one. But now we can see that this type of an item is our maximum, so we cannot buy it. And let's say we can buy a donut, like this. You may see items here stack based on their maximum capacity. So you've seen that we can shoot with our weapons, and we just bought few consumables. So let's see what they does. I'm gonna navigate to my inventory here, and let's say we need to, what will happen if we drink the bottle of whiskey? So I press E key, and now one more time you may see how our health bar decreased. We can also not consume an item but simply destroy it with the X key, like this. Our health bar is the same, right? And the inventory is updated. We can also consume a donut. Let's see. So I press the E key, and you can see that my health bar increases. Once again, press I key, and here you may see we have our current weapon, but we have something in our, let's call it leftovers. We can switch between them with a simple E key, like this and like this. We can also destroy it, just like this. Press X key, and that's it. Also, I do have the quest system, and it's not a usual one. Also, as the big fan of the Souls-like games, it's a little bit immersive. So let's say I want to interact with this guy, and bear with me, just check what he says. We have 3 types of paragraphs, 1, 2, and 3, and if I don't do anything or do some stuff, I try and interact with him one more time, he'll say the same type of a dialogue, right? But it's just a hint for the demonstration. He wants you to find something lost in a city, and this one happens to be the donut, right? Right now I don't have any in my inventory, but I have them right up here. So I'm gonna pick this guy and this guy, and I'm trying to interact to him one more time. Add the same type of a dialogue. He wants to bring 3 of those, but I can go and buy one here, so why not? So I buy one. We have 3 of them, right? And now check how the dialogue system changes. It's been a journey, and now it's only 2 paragraphs. And that's it. Now you can continue on the story, and based on your design you can, once the quest is done, you can give some rewards, or based on your decisions, whether you've done this storyline or not, progress through the story how you want. Obviously, the top-down game, you have, let's say, some environments, some hidden places, or some buildings you want to enter. You can do it, and now check. We have a so-called wall clip, but what is most important is that the shadow from the inside of the building stays on the scene, like this. It doesn't disappear, right? So immersiveness is the key. Weather system with a day and night cycle. So here you may see we have the rain. The raindrops here are made with the help of the render target system. So each particle here actually simulate the correct position. And if you take a look at our character moving on it, on this paddle, you may see that we have a sort of the trail that navigates with our character, simulating the kind of realistic behavior. And you can also shoot and see that the bullets produce the ripples. Same here, we have the winter scene, right? We can walk and you can see the trails from our footsteps. And we can also pick something and you may see that underneath we have the marks, which with the time covers with the snow. Same goes with the bullets. Just like this. Day and night cycle in action. Also, you may see that participation has the random behavior, so it can get wet or dry based on the period, and you can program it. Also, once it's dark, the street lights, they appear. And once again. You may also see the so-called action sequencer. So we can approach this guy, and it's kind of AI which behaves as the crowd. So he has a sort of scenario that you program. He can play animations and say something in the air. So it's like in The Witcher on the Assassin's Creed, how the people in the crowd, they react to something. So yeah. And once he's done his speech, he can simply disappear like this. We'll also have such a unique feature that I only have seen in What Remains of Edith Finch, and it's sort of the environmental storytelling, let's call it feature, yeah. So basically you can place a specific in a specific area an actor which can help you to tell a story about a place. Looks like this. You can even use it in the spooky games like horrors, thrillers, doesn't matter. Looks gorgeous. And it's not the whole stuff. Now the second paragraph appears and it's the completely new behavior, right? New animation, new font, etc., etc. And it will disappear like this. And that's not whole stuff you will get. Something I just don't use in my template, but it's implemented there. Also, a lot of my stuff, they are made as the separate projects, and you'll get everything just as I said. So the world and minimap with navigation, advanced inventory like in the Diablo or the Escape from the Tarkov, where an item can be stored inside other item. You also have the stylized water, stylized grass, and basically scroll through the whole my Patreon page and see what you will get. Those stuff is all up to you. These, everything. So just use the promo codes that I'll pin as the comment and also under this video, and see you in a while, hopefully with the game demo on my hands.